What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and for the first time to my new little recording space here, complete with a few cool new features, particularly this new overhead GoPro that I have here that will be used to capture the tweaking and stuff that happens down here. For this video, it probably won't be used for the entire time because it's not the best at capturing a screen like this. Ultimately, what we're going to do here is play with some of the amp models, and I'll just tell you guys what's happening. You won't really need to see it, but I am going to show you how the flow of this pedal works. And before we do that, just so that you're aware, this is running into my Axe-Fx, so this isn't connected by USB. All you're hearing is the sounds of this pedal, but it's just running through the Axe-Fx. But anyway, so this pedal has a built-in signal chain for you already, where you can add and change pedals around. But as far as I can tell, you can't really rearrange the order of these things. But you essentially have the space for two pedals before your amp. The amp itself. What is this? Reverb? I'm not sure. Edit. Oh, I think this is just a post-amp effect. I see a gate in there. Then you have your cab section, an EQ, a third post-amp pedal, a delay block, and a reverb block. Pretty simple. And then when it's lit up in a color, that means that the block is engaged. So right now I have a Scream Mood pedal, which I'm assuming is some sort of overdrive, some type of tube screamer. A fast gate right here. We have an Engel Savage model. And then we're using a Ubershaw 4x12 cab, and that's all that I have on right this second. And that sound, well, let's look at the amp settings real quick. Amp settings are, let's put them all to 50%. So one of the main reasons I bought this pedal was because it has a touchscreen, and so far it's okay. It's kind of nice to have in terms of you can just touch something and then use this little switch over here to adjust it. But as you can see, that touchscreen doesn't track super well, but it works decently well enough to just touch it and then adjust it with the knob on the right side. So I'm putting everything to 50% here, and we'll kind of keep it that way as we go through these amp models. But this is the Engel Savage 1 model. Doesn't sound bad at all. I quite like that. Let's cut the gain some, just a little bit. The Savage is a very gainy amp in the first place. So gain went from 50 to 25. Not bad at all. Quite like that, actually. Two other amps we have in here to play with. A bunch of clean stuff. This is a Dr. Z clean channel. Oh, that's not it. A Soldano 100 clean channel. Not terribly clean. Oh, well, I have a pedal on. Let's turn that off. Turned off the gate and the overdrive. sounds pretty good. But of course, that's not what I'm here to focus on. So, what else we got? So for sure, the Savage model in here has been my favorite one so far. But let's try this here, Friedman. Certainly thick, has that Friedman thickness to it. Unless I say otherwise, I'll keep all the EQ and stuff at 50, which is halfway. Sounds great. Let's turn the screamer back on, along with the noise gate, of course. Some cool harmonics out of that. Not bad at all. Alright, we'll turn the pedals back off. And we'll go to, what else have we got here? A Rector Dual M, which I can only imagine is dual rectifier. Rector Dual V, hold on. Yeah, it says Rector Dual V. Let's mess with that. I instantly want to go ahead and turn on the overdrive, but let's play with it without it first. Go ahead and turn on the overdrive and the gate. Sound bad at all. Alright, now all that said, so far my biggest issue with this pedal, well with this device, other than the fact that the touchscreen isn't quite as responsive as I would like. I mean, it's responsive enough, but it's not like perfectly smartphone levels of responsive. My only other potential concern is the cab simulation, which doesn't really matter because you can upload your own IRs to this. I haven't done that. But what I am going to do is just bypass the cab here and run my IRs in my Axe effects so you can hear what that sounds like. So same settings, it's still at Rectifier boost. This is all Ampero, including its cab. Turn off the Ampero cab and go over to the cab in my Axe-Fx. Back over to the Ampero. Ampero is a little louder with its cab on, so let's turn it down just a bit. Back over to the Axe-Fx cabs. But yeah, essentially, I found that, so that cab that I was just using on the Ampero is me. That's what I've got to sound the best after playing with it for a little bit. You'll notice that that sound from the Ampero is a little bit brighter than the one from the Axe-Fx. But of course, if I wanted brighter Axe-Fx cabs, I could for sure make that happen. The point I'm kind of getting at, I guess, is that the built-in Ampero cabs, generally speaking, I found them to be like a little. The high end on them is kind of like what's a good word for it? Can't really think of a good word to describe it, but it's kind of fuzzy, I guess I could say, like crackly. Like it's not a very pristine, clear high end. But again, that's kind of a moot point because you can totally upload your own IRs into this thing. So without having dove into the USB recording and everything with this, I'll check that out later on if you guys would like me to make sure that that is all on the level. My biggest complaint about this is probably the screen, which is just not quite as responsive as I would like it to be. And the built-in cabs are only okay, but the fact that you can upload your own IRs really saves this thing for me. And yeah, I can go ahead and recommend this pedal. It's pretty cool. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, share if you feel like it, all that. I'd appreciate it. But yeah, you guys take care.